So you want to sell your soul to the devil. What do you think it would bring you? Wealth, power, or something different? In this video, I'm gonna tell you the secrets behind this entire mechanism. So watch this video till the end. Hello everybody, my name is Morpheus Darkson. I am a witch based in India. I am experienced in the Qliphoth. I'm experienced in the Sephiroth alongside the runes and the tarot. And I also perform witchcraft, which is more traditional in regards to my heritage as an Indian man. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the secrets behind the idea of selling your soul to the devil, right? For a lot of us, we have seen on the internet the idea that, oh, you can sell your soul to the devil, to the Satan, to Lucifer, so that you can gain so much wealth, so much power, and maybe even a lover. But I'm going to explain to you the real secrets that not a lot of people will tell you about this entire thing and whether you should do it or not. So the idea of selling your soul might be a bit weird for a lot of people, especially those who are in the occult community, because by selling your soul, you're doing something that is beyond the ideals of what is supposed to be. Because in the left-hand path, you're supposed to be going for total empowerment of yourself instead of selling your soul to the devil or any other high entity. What you're supposed to do is take in the power of the devil into you to become a great person. But I have seen a lot of people communicate their desire to become an occultist and to sell their soul to Satan or Lucifer or any other demon of their choice. Nowadays, it's like Lucifer is the one who is supposed to be the grand demon of selling your souls to. But the idea is flawed in a lot of ways. So if you look into the idea of selling your soul, right, it is very much a Christian concept, because the idea that you have a soul that can be sold to any entity for eternity is very much a Christian idea. It's not something that is very much present in the ancient pagan past of the world. And the reason for that is the idea that Christians had is that the soul is something that their God made, which is something that can be sold or bargained with. But in the real world, in modern occultism, there has been certain ideas that are similar to this, which is called pact making. However, they are generally different than selling your soul. And it is not like that you cannot sell your soul. You can do it. It's not advised, and not a lot of demons will agree to that. See, the reason a demon would agree to accept your soul as a payment for anything would be either because of two reasons. One is that your soul is not developed enough, and the things that it desire you cannot get in this life. So they give it to you as an offering. And by selling your soul, what you do is you're gonna agree that your soul is gonna do certain task in the other world until a certain amount of time, and then it will be done back. Because even the Qliphoth does not totally destroy the soul, because the energy always needs to be in balance, and there is no way that it can be totally annihilated. So it's not eternity, but for a long time you are gonna be enslaved to a demon if you do that. And selling your soul is not going to be beneficial, because by doing that, despite you getting a lot of power, your psychic abilities will be destroyed. And even if they are not destroyed, you are not going to be able to develop them. And because of that, you're going to always come back to the origin point. Because, say, you make $1 million by making a deal with Lucifer, right? And then what happens is that you use all the money because you haven't developed the skills to keep the money, to utilize it properly. So you do weird things such as buying a really expensive car, going to casinos and using it on women or men, depending on your choices. And you become like those rappers and basketball players who have a lot of money, who earn a lot, but they lose all of it because they are stupid enough to engage in the material world without developing any of the necessary skills that any person needs. And the second reason a demon would agree to accept your soul as a bargain is if the demon likes you to an extent and wants you to do something, or there is a deal that is made between your higher self and the demon. And it is not really harmful, but it happens, but it is less likely to happen. Sorry for some technical difficulties. So the other way that happens is the demon rejects your soul. It happens more often than you would like to believe. I have seen Lucifer, Satan reject the souls of people who are trying to sell it to them. Especially Lucifer, he is very much very instinctive, and he chooses a lot of people depending on the potential. So he's very choosy in regards to who he allows to make a pact with, and selling your soul is deeper than that anyways. But the fact is, if you make a soul binding pact or sell your soul to Lucifer or something, right, they are gonna reject your soul because you are not developed, but you have potential. You have potential to develop, so they're gonna tell you to make a pact with them later on. Or the second thing that you can do is you can make a pact with them. They're gonna agree to making a pact, but not selling your soul. They're gonna say, I'm not gonna accept your soul as a sacrifice, but I'm gonna do one thing, which is that I'm gonna make a pact with you. And by making a pact with you, what happens is that you gain the abilities and you develop yourself. And because the demon likes you, you're going to be developing at a much higher rate. And at the end, you're going to be better than other people. You're going to gain the money because you're making a connection with the entity. And sooner or later, you're going to be at your point. But the thing that happens mostly is that a lot of people try to get money, try to get wealth, and they want to get it quickly. So they try demonic ways, but the demons are not that stupid. So they're going to reject it. And in the end, if you want to develop yourself, if you want to gain all those things, you need to make sure that you get a good communication, you get proper systems in place, and make sure that you become closer to the entity. Because when that happens, what allows you to do is you become much more powerful by taking in the lessons, and you become more knowledgeable, and then you can utilize all the gifts that the entities will give you, and you can use it to become greater. Instead of getting 1 million, for example, you can get 10 million by just understanding them and by becoming knowledgeable and experienced in the black arts. And now finally the point comes up, which is how I can make a pact with Lucifer or Satan if they agree to that. Well, the answer is simple. You need a contract. See, a pact between any entity is more like a communication, a promise between you and the entity. For example, if I say I'm going to make a pact with Lucifer to gain wealth, and in return I offer him a candle every single day or something that he desires, or write a book in his name and publish it. Those are the things that they appreciate, and if they agree that we make a contract, I bleed on it to seal it, and in the end, we become partners in crime. But the problem is that a lot of people fail to realize that these entities are smarter than us, and they try to trick them, which causes them to cause issues into our lives. And if you want me to make a proper video on how to make a pact with Lucifer properly, then just comment it down below. And if you like this video till this point, then I would like you to click the like button and comment something, because it helps the algorithm make sure that you like it. Now at the end point, does selling your soul means that you're gonna be destitute. No. Or making a pact will not gonna destroy you. What it does is that it creates a good bond between you and the entity. And by doing that, you're gonna be becoming much more communicative with this entity. You will have a better connection, so you can probably communicate with them faster and without much of an equipment. And if you want to do it, there are multiple ways you can make a pact. And if you want to know about high magic, which is how to develop your soul, and if you want to know how to communicate with entities that change physical world things, then you should watch the video that is on the screen up now, which is high magic versus low magic. And big thanks to all my patrons for supporting me till this point, because your support, even the $5 ones, help this channel function and helps me make more content and spread the knowledge that I have to other people. Thank you so much.